We've got the dirt on Trichocereus. Literally, a good soil mix is the foundation of a healthy cactus, but there are a lot of options out there on what to use and how to put it together. In this guide, we're going to go over common organic and inorganic materials, how to put a simple mix together, and any extra tips we have on soil for you. Soil and potting mix are terms largely used interchangeably, but technically speaking, soil is the uppermost layer of earth, what you'd go out and dig up outside. You would not want to take this and plant something in it. Potting mix is a soilless mixture of materials specifically designed to work better for your plant. In this video, when we say soil, we mean potting mix or the materials gathered to make a potting mix. Trichocereus are very resilient to a lot of different soil types, and they're typically not fussy when it comes to needing the perfect soil to do well. Certain types, like Bergesii or Scops, may need more specialized mix to grow best, but for the most part, they're very forgiving plants. As we move forward, the important thing with any soil mix is that you learn how it acts in your specific conditions, and that you get familiar with a watering system that works for you. Each ingredient you use will act differently and have pros and cons depending on what you need, so it benefits you to learn to tailor your mix to your own needs. Let's start with a closer look at the components that make up a potting mix. There are two main kinds of ingredients that you'll be using: organic and inorganic materials. Both are important and necessary in creating a potting mix. Organic materials are derived from living matter, like peat moss and compost. These materials provide essential nutrients and better retain moisture. Inorganic materials are those that are not derived from living matter, such as sand, rocks, and clay. These materials provide better aeration, as they retain less moisture compared to organic matter. Each of these ingredients, in turn, comes with their own pros and cons. Peat moss has excellent water retention, is lightweight and easy to find, and helps keep mixes evenly moist, but raises sustainability concerns and becomes hydrophobic over time. Coco coir is more environmentally friendly, rehydrates well, and provides good aeration, but holds less water than peat moss, meaning it may require more frequent watering. Perlite has excellent drainage and airflow and is lightweight. However, it floats to the surface with watering and breaks down into finer particles over time. Pumice has excellent long-term drainage and aeration and is very durable, but it is more expensive and can be harder to source in some areas. If you want a more in-depth guide into the benefits and drawbacks of these materials, please check out our blog, which we will link in the description. Knowing what these benefits and drawbacks are will allow you to better tailor a mix for your needs. If you're buying a store-bought mix, they usually don't have enough drainage, so you can simply amend with more inorganic material. If you're making a mix from scratch, start by choosing your organic material and your inorganic material. Generally, you will want a 30 to 50% inorganic material in your potting mix, but certain types will want more inorganic, anywhere from 50 to 80%, depending on how humid your climate is. Once you have your materials, mix them uniformly. As a note, every potting mix will act differently depending on what's in it and your growing conditions. There's no one perfect blend, so try out different mixtures and see what works best for you. We personally like to use both perlite and pumice so that we can get the best of both worlds. It's nice drainage without too much weight, and for more sensitive cacti, we use more inorganic material. Our recommendation for something that is ready to use out of the bag is Sunshine Mix number 4. It's the most widely used for cacti and succulents. Amending soil mixes can help to alleviate many issues found in plants. For example, a TBM with humidity spotting can be helped by adding more inorganic material to its soil mixture. If you have a habit of overwatering, or your plants don't have shelter from constant rain, going with more inorganic material can help here as well. The amount of inorganic material will affect how much you're watering your plants. If it's got a lot of organic material, it will stay wet longer and need less frequent watering, and vice versa. If you're planting outdoors in the ground, lean towards more inorganic. This will provide relief during the winter and will help plants not to get too waterlogged during rainy seasons. Smaller plants in smaller pots prefer a smaller particle size, and vice versa. You can still use smaller particles for larger plants in larger pots, but they usually like a larger particle size. And our last tip is, don't overthink it. Stick to a simple mix and you should be alright. You can always amend from there. Taking the time to find a potting mix that works for you can make your life so much easier in the long run. Knowing what organic and inorganic materials suit your needs and using those to make a simple mix will be the foundation of healthy, long-lasting cacti. If this helped you or you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. And subscribe to San Pedro Source to get more information and cool highlights on cactus in the future.